Nobody indeed. What is good? Welcome into Driving the Line. My name is Alan Bell, and we have a fantastic show lined up for you today. Big Brad, what's up, bro? How we doing?
Doing well, AB. We finally get to recap a screen that I have a pick on since we're kind of here on a back-to-back day in a way for a pick. So I'm excited for that, but also we got a lot of stuff around the corner, a lot to look forward to.
Yep, absolutely, man. Speaking of that, nice job on Turkey A and Georgia. There, going 2-0, my man. Both teams scored, got it. Over 2.5, got it. Last night, Dodgers team total over 3.5. We get there. Jackson Churio home run plus 475. We get that. Teoscar Hernandez home run plus 500. We get that. Dodgers Brewers over 7.5. Liberty. Western didn't even win. Western got their tailgates whooped. Bradley absolutely smoked. So shout out there. But tough game for the Hilltoppers, my man.
Yeah, can't trust the top of a hill.
Hey, you can't trust the top of the hill. Look, it's the blackout. Every time teams do the blackout, no bueno. No bueno. No bueno. All right. Let's jump into it. We got a big show today. We'll be live today at 3 p.m. Eastern. Also, I completely forgot about the crew exclusive. So let me get that worked up. I'm sorry. I've been absolutely out of my brain trying to do too much. So I apologize there. Let me get that fixed up and we'll be good to go. All right. Howie Schwab, crew play of the day. Blue Jays. All right. We got one game in Major League Baseball. One game, 4 options. Where are you going? Blue Jays money line, Mariners money line. You going over 7 or under 7? Polls in the chat. Vote now. Update as we always do at the end of the show. Brad, look, you going over?
Oh, yeah. Right now, what I see in these Jays games, it's just a bunch of hitting, not as much pitching. Give me the over.
Okay. All right. There we go, man. Overs have been tough. Now, we got it in game 2. But they've been tough, man. And Yamamoto last night, we said on the show joking that the Dodgers want him to go 9 innings. He went 9 innings. I mean, Yamamoto's an absolute stud. But that's in the NLCS. So here we go, man. Blue Jays and the Mariners. We got game 3. The Mariners are up 2-0 in the series. Won both of the games in Toronto. Now they're coming home. Ooh, all right. So there you go. Polls in the chat. Vote now. We'll update as we always do at the end of the show. Okay. So getting an error message on my computer that I've never seen before. So that's always good for a Wednesday. That's going to get things going. All right. It's like being bit by a bug that you've never seen. And you're like, oh, God. Yeah, WebMD says I got poison in 3 minutes. All right, let's jump to it, man. Let's get the picks. Let it go. Bradley, start us off, big dog. What you got?
Kylian Mbappe. Our boy Kylian is playing this weekend on Sunday at 2 p.m. Not only is he playing, but he has scored in 11 of Real Madrid's last 12 matches. He is absolutely flying. He scores for France when he plays him. He pretty much scores in every single match that he plays in. You're going to see him on the list on Friday, but we're going to get ahead of this. We're taking Kylian at -105 to score anytime. They're going to be missing a few of their extra attackers, so they're going to be even more reliant, if that's even possible, on the man to make it happen for them every time he's playing. We're playing Mbappe, but this is on Sunday. Didn't love anything pre-match today, so we want to make sure we get something for the crew when we're here. So we're looking for Kylian on Sunday.
Kylian on Sunday. That's a t-shirt. Kylian on Sunday. All right. Mentally wrote that down. Kirk says, Brad, did you see Ronaldo scored 2 goals?
Yeah, I did, begrudgingly.
Begrudgingly. It's a great word. All right. Okay. So, Brad, here's the deal. We're in the thick of it. Not only baseball. I mean, we're down to the Final Four in baseball, and it's getting tough. Runs are getting tough. Every at bat is labor intensive, right?
Mm-hmm.
Same thing in college football and the NFL. Last night we saw insane college football games because it's a Tuesday night. Now, we have the same deal tonight in college football, and we're going to break down these games. We have two of them in a second. They're not good. So what I'm saying is that this week, buddy, I've racked up a couple X's. Now, I need to get myself right. So in doing that, I'm going to simplify. I'm going to take this thing down, slow it down, and try to attack what I think is going to happen and nothing more. So the Mariners team total over 3.5. Mariners are at home. Great pitching matchup. We're going to go through it. I mean, you got George Kirby versus Shane Bieber. All right. You got a hell of a pitching matchup. There's a reason why the total's at 7. That said, the Mariners are playing right now, tonight, with nothing to lose. Now, that could change in 3 hours tonight. But for right now, when you're up 2-0 in a series and you won those 2 games on the road, you're feeling pretty good. And you're going to approach the game trying to mash everything, because why wouldn't you, right? You're the one that's up 2-0. The pressure's on them. Now they have to win on the road. So every ball matters. Every potential walk matters. Every 2-2 count, 3-2 count. All right. When you're down 0-2, you can't play around. Now you've got to pitch. You know what I'm saying? But you cannot screw around and putting guys on base, because then you see Cal Raleigh get up, right? So what I'm getting at is that with the Blue Jays, and especially being on the road, buddy, you don't have many margins for error. And the Mariners, you've got all of them, at least in this game. You can't win the series in this game, but you can't lose the series in this game. Can't even lose the lead in the series in this game. So just get up and mash. And I think that's what we're going to get. Now, Shane Bieber's a hell of a pitcher, but I'm going to take the Mariners team total over 3.5. I'm also going to take Cal Raleigh over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. And let me say, I don't know which one of these 3 gets Cal Raleigh home. It could be hits, could be runs, could be RBIs. However, when you got a guy who's likely the MVP, captain of your team, the face of the league, Cal knows what time it is, and Cal's at home. This is what catchers do. This is what leaders do. You know what I'm saying? They step up. So I'm going to keep it simple. I'm going to roll the Mariners on the team total. I'm going to roll with Cal Raleigh. I'm not going to overthink it. Now, the problem is that both of these lineups have absolute studs up and down it. And we're going to look at the home runs in a second, because you've got all kinds of people on both sides that can mash on anybody. I don't care who's throwing. Bring in Walter Johnson from 1948. All right, the big train. These boys can mash. So I'm going to take Mariners team total. I'm going to take Cal Raleigh. All right, now, Delaware. Brad, I know you're a big Delaware Blue Hens guy, aren't you?
Oh, yeah. I follow them every match. Women's sports, men's sports. Woo.
Yeah. Delaware's a good school. Home of Joe Flacco.
Yeah.
Here's the deal. They're pretty good in football. Up against Jacksonville State, they're 2.5-point favorites on the road. Coming off a bye, coming off a tough loss. Jacksonville State's not a bad team either. And we're going to talk more about this game in a second. But I think Delaware's the way to go. All right, we'll talk more about it in a second. We're going to go Delaware minus 2.5, and we'll break it down, because there's a second game, and it's horrible. We'll talk about it, but I didn't want anything to do with betting it. So there we go. Excuse me. Okay, so those are the picks. Oh, our man, Big Ron Sims, has a parlay. All right. George Kirby over 15.5. Pitcher out. Shane Bieber over 14.5. pitcher outs recorded. There you go, plus 232, and got the Freddie Peralta right there. So, yeah, man. Big Ron, appreciate you, buddy. Nice job on that. And all right, Brad. Now, time to hit home runs. Let's have some fun. Let's enjoy it. Let's make some good picks. Let's go. All right, Brad. So we got 2 out of 5 yesterday, plus 950 or something in terms of juice. Very nice. Very nice. Looking to do it again. 1 game, 5 options. That's it. All right, Toronto at Seattle, under a roof. Don't have to worry about weather. Don't have to worry about any of that. Cal Raleigh, plus 300. Vlad Guerrero, plus 400. George Springer, plus 425. Eugenio Suarez, plus 450. Julio Rodriguez, plus 475. Brad, where are you going?
I'm going to go Vladdy, not his daddy Guerrero. Give me the junior, plus 400. The man's going to be swinging as hard as he can, and he can make some serious contact. I like Vlad Guerrero Jr.
Nice. If there ever a time that Vlad needed to get it going again, it's right now. It's tonight. Not a bad look. George Springer, pictured there, not a bad look either. All right. So I'm already on Cal Raleigh in terms of hits, runs, and RBIs. So it's known that I like him. I got a crush. You got a crush on Cal Raleigh. No, I don't. But I'm not going to leverage myself completely on Raleigh, even though I don't mind doing that with him. Give me Eugenio Suarez. Plus 450. All right, now, where's my man Hawk in the chat? Hawk nailed it yesterday on Teoscar Hernandez. Absolutely. And didn't know I was going to ask him anything. And just drilled it from the parking lot. Yeah, Matt, Suarez is so due. He is. Oh, and Logan, I'll get back to you today, too. I meant to text you last night. Sorry. I've just been crazy busy. We're going to get your YouTube page set up today and get your music in the content ID system. Hawk going Springer. Yeah, Springer's not a bad look either. I agree. Springer's not a bad look. Yeah. So, all right, Hawk, you like Springer. Brad, you're going Vladdy. And I'm going to go Eugenio Suarez. God, this man, like, not that the Blue Jays lineup isn't great, but man, this Mariners line, like, excuse me, you could go 1 through 9, and I swear to God, they could all hit a home run, you know? And the Blue Jays are the same way. You have so many dudes. Like yesterday, the Dodgers, Max Muncy and Teoscar Hernandez, both hit, just dropping bombs. And Shohei finally gets his first RBI last night, right? Yeah, I'm gonna go Eugenio Suarez. Drop yours in the chat. Who you like? Who you go with? Big John. Chalk. Give me Cal. He's due as well. Yeah, it's hard not to like. I think that simplifying is always a good process here. You know, once we get late in the postseason, the final 4 teams. So yeah. Cal Raleigh and Vlad Guerrero, like going to the dance, you know, with who you've been dating all school year. That's what you do. And yeah. Cal Raleigh, yeah. And Cal Raleigh and Vlad Guerrero are those guys, you know. It don't matter home, away. What are you going to say, Brett?
I was just going to ask you a question whenever you were done.
Yeah.
I was wondering about Cal Raleigh, and you mentioned he was a catcher.
Yeah.
How much does that affect his knees, and how much does that overall affect his hitting and his power within the series? Because, you know, catching for 9 innings, game after game after game is very difficult on your body.
It's absolutely brutal. So, number one, great question. And it is. Dude, to be a catcher, you're a different breed. You just are. You're a machine. Picture in your mind, you know, a dude that goes out, cuts trees down, you know, with an axe, that's a catcher, right? Like that's your guy. And yeah, now they've got tools. So when you squat, right, and you're catching, I mean, you're right. It'll kill your knees. But they have these things called knee savers now that you put on the back of your kneecaps, and it's essentially a big pillow. So when you squat, it alleviates the pressure. So you have things like that. But again, it can only do so much. You're fighting gravity, right? So
I mean, you're still bending that knee constantly.
you're up, down, up, down, up. Like, dude, it's a workout. Like, you're 100% right. That's why historically catchers do not generally hit well. So the fact that this guy literally might be the best player in the league, it goes to show you, like, he's an absolute animal, dude, I've caught before many times in my life, many times. And I don't mind it, because a lot of it's using your body. A lot of it's, situational. And I always enjoyed the situational part of it. You and the shortstop are kind of like the captains of the infield. So you get to command, but there's a lot going on. And now, you've got, pitching coaches that call pitches from the dugout. And it's not an easy job. 30 years ago, it used to be, hey, you're kind of big, out of shape, but you could mash, and you got a good glove, put him a catcher, right? Like, it used to be that. Now, yeah, I mean, look, he's MVP of the league, you know what I mean? So, not that he's the first catcher to do that, but yeah, just respect to catchers in general. It's not easy. It is a hard job, man, because you're kind of keeping the whole thing in line, You're involved in every play. Let me say that. You're involved in every single play, which not many people in baseball can say that. All right, so you're going Vlad. Hawk like Springer. I'm going to go Suarez. Yeah. Now, let's talk about the game, and then we can pop back into this, right? So, all right. Blue Jays and the Mariners. Blue Jays plus 113 on the money line. Mariners minus 137. Let me say, minus 137 on the money line for the Mariners at home, up 2-0 with George Kirby on the mound is massive respect to the Blue Jays. Massive respect. And Shane Bieber. Shane Bieber is no slouch. This dude is an absolute stud. You have two aces on the mound today. Animals, man. So, how have the Blue Jays fared against George Kirby? Well, got a couple dudes in here. Jimenez hitting 333. Vlad Guerrero, 2 for 9, 222. IKF hitting 100. Alejandro Kirk hitting 286. Anthony Santander hitting 400. He's got 2 home runs off of George Kirby. George Springer hitting 375. Miles Straw, 333. Dalton Varsho hitting 250. Now, you ask the other side here, how the Mariners hitting off Shane Bieber. Randy Arozarena, 0 for 8. Dominic Canzoni, 0 for 2. J.P. Crawford, 6 for 12. Hitting 500 there. Mitch Garver hitting 143. Jorge Polanco hitting 276. Cal Raleigh hitting 250. Victor Robles hitting 500. Julio Rodriguez hitting 111. Eugenio Suarez hitting 222. The only one who has a home run off Shane Bieber. And then you look at the other side, only one person, Anthony Santander, has 2 off George Kirby. So that's why I say this is no joke. Shane Bieber and George Kirby are absolute alphas on the mound. No question about it. No question about it, right? But it's game 3, and it's tournament baseball, and the Blue Jays are now you ever seen a seal that's on a block of ice and there are 4 orcas surrounding him? Blue Jays, that's where you're at right now. It is time to hit. There's no other way. You could pitch a great game and lose 2-1. You need to mash. That is it. And I guarantee you that's what the Blue Jays coaching staff, the managers, all of them are saying. Fellas, look, we got to have everything great tonight. Pitching's got to be outstanding. Fielding, we can't have errors. But have to hit. It's the only way out of quicksand, dude. Go ahead. What are you going to say, Brad?
I mean, I don't know. For some reason, I think Shane Bieber is going to get lit up tonight. And I don't even know if it's going to be that he gives up like 10 or 12 hits, but he's a guy who he can mow down 6, 7 guys in a row, then walk one guy, then have one guy take a hit, and then one guy's deep, and then it's 3-0. So I like him. I'm a former Guardians fan, not former, but I am, but he's a former Guardians player. As I've watched him a lot. Plus, his cousin is one of my best friends, and I know Shane a lot. I think the more innings he pitches, the more he can get hit. So if he's around there in that 4th inning, that 5th inning, I think you should start betting runs for the other team.
Okay, there we go. There we go. Look, Gabe, feeling it. We're talking about Cy Young winner Shane Bieber here, fellas. I know he's coming off a nasty injury, but he's a dog. A dog. A dog. Shane Bieber, absolute dog. I mean, look at those numbers. Buddy, the Mariners lineup is legit, man. I had it on the wrong team. Sorry. But yeah, I mean, still. Shane Bieber's a dog. It's going to be a fun game, man. And look, I'll tell you, it's taken away the ability for me to play overs in baseball. And it's tough because I love overs and everything because I'm a basic white girl. Just pumpkin spice everything. You know, like, dude, I love playing overs. Betting is, do you have the discipline to play unders? Like that's success in betting. And we do it, but betting unders is fun. It's not fun. The books weigh that in too. Trust me, they know. They know. The public bets favorites and overs. So, yeah. All right, Brad, let's get the picks, and then I want to talk a little soccer. Is that you got the Mexico Liga Cup? Is that right?
That's Liga MX women over in Mexico. You know, we've been highlighting the women this week, so we're going to be highlighting again today.
Nice. All right, let's hit the picks. Let's talk about it. All right, go first. What do you got?
Yes, sir. We are, of course, trip up there, but we're looking at the guy who doesn't trip up. 11 of his last 12 matches, he has scored just for Real Madrid. He scores basically in every single match. He scored with France away in the international break every single time. He is on the list. You need to bet Kylian Mbappe. Anytime goal scorer, remember the name, get used to betting it every time.
Get used to betting it anytime, indeed. All right, now we have a question in the chat, real quick, from our man. Dude, look, all right. AB, taking my wife out for our 15th year anniversary this weekend. Recommendations on a good steakhouse in Nashville from our man, Big Jesse here. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Any thoughts?
Depends on what you want to spend, my friend.
That is true. That is true. Now, what are some of your favorite restaurants in Nashville?
Non-steakhouses, just overall?
Mm-hmm.
I'd say the most underrated restaurant in the city is Urban Grub in 12 South. Yep. Amazing farm to table and relatively inexpensive, very wide variety of food. And it's in 12 South. Beautiful.
12 South is beautiful. Yeah. I lived across the street over there and on 8th, and I was kind of near Zany's. And yeah. I love that. Love that area. God, I love that area.
Oh, yeah.
It's expensive. OAB had to move out. He said, nah, we're spending a little too much money over here. Now, I'll say this. Nashville, there's a lot of great steakhouses. Dude, if you want a great atmosphere, go to Stony River. Stony River's fantastic and not going to kill you on the bank account. You want to step up, go high. There's plenty of those that you can do too that are all great, man. Sperry's.
Great choice.
Sperry's is a great restaurant.
It's not your in the middle downtown type of steakhouse, but great choice, Sperry's. But if you want to go downtown, I'd say your all around steakhouse can't miss if you go to Cane Prime in the Gulch.
Yeah. Dude, Cane Prime. What is the candy cotton bacon? I think that's what.
Cotton,
It's something. It's like candy. It's like candy bacon.
yeah, I know what you're talking about. So good.
Hold on.
Cane Prime is very good.
Yeah. Yeah. Maple cotton candy bacon. And it's awesome. It's so good. So good. All right. Picks on my side. Mariners team total over 3.5. Cal Raleigh over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs, -105, as well as Delaware, -2.5. The Blue Hens. Now, yeah, Randall got it. Cotton candy bacon. Yeah, it's unbelievable. Randall, you know the spots, dude. You know all the great steak spots. Like where would you send our man? You want dinner with a show, but gonna spend $400, House of Cards. Yeah.
That's like an event. You gotta.
Dude, yeah, look up the Catberg seat. You get special dinner, a 12 not round, what do they call it? Course. A 12-course handmade specialty dinner for you and your crew. It's like $900. Something out of control. And there's always a line. Patterson House, the speakeasy in Nashville. There's actually a couple of them. If you're ever in Nashville, there are a couple speakeasies. There are no signs. There are no entrance, banners, nothing. You'll walk right by it and you'll never know that they're there. Right in downtown. You'll have no idea. Patterson House. Find it, go to it. Trust me. If you want to take your girl and do it for a drink, don't have to go super long. Drink or two before dinner. Patterson House, speakeasy. All right. You'll see it. Go ahead.
I'll piggyback off that as well with Old Glory over in Edge Hill.
Yep.
Totally underrated. And she's going to walk in and be blown away.
Absolutely. You walk in, like these places. All right. Patterson House on Division Street, right, kind of close to like it's in Midtown. Right there. You'll never know. If you don't know what it is, you'll never know. You'll walk right by it. Millions of people walk by it every day. Have no idea that the coolest bar in Nashville is right there in the middle, hiding in plain sight. Look it up. You walk in, there's nothing. You walk in and it's a library and you're just like, what? And then a door swings open with the books. And the guy says, 2. Shuts the door. That's it.
Yeah.
It look it up, Patterson House. It is the coolest. And you are literally in a place and nobody knows you're there. And it's just like a select room. And you don't have to have reservations, nothing. You just got to be there. You know what I mean? And you don't have to be super dressed up. You don't have to, look nice, take a shower, comb your hair, right? But yeah. And it's not super crazy expensive. Like it's doable, but it's cool. Like it's super cool. So if you want to take her somewhere that no one else will ever, not her, but like you get what I'm saying, right? That she'll have a story that none of her friends do. That's the spot. Patterson House. I assure you, bro, it's the coolest spot in Nashville and affordable. And you'll give her a story. Dude, none of her friends will have that story. None of them. Patterson House, look it up. That it's the dopest spot in Nashville. You'll enjoy it. All right. Okay. Mexican. I forgot it. Mexican LS. Is it a car? No.
Liga M.
Go, let it rip. Yeah,
Mexico, the women. We have a really high-scoring women's league. Another high-scoring women's league, which is trending and has trended for some time. But specifically, like a lot of these women's league and what we've talked about, there's 2 different non-correlating figures in order to get to those totals. You look at both teams to score, which is coming in just around 50%. And then you go to the over 2.5. So for the difference between both teams to score and 3 total goals goes from almost 50% to 77. So above 3 out of every 4 matches are hitting the over 2.5, and around just under 3 out of every 4 matches are trending the over 3.5 when that over 2.5 comes. And tonight We have an over 3.5 pre-match line in two teams who regularly hit that over 2.5. But the 3.5 remains to be seen. So like me and maybe some of the other people who will be looking at this, don't necessarily look at the 3.5 pre-match tonight, but look for that over 3 or 2.5 live.
Nice. Oops, I didn't mean to bring that slide up. Gabe said Mexican women. I know. That's what I thought myself saying. I was like, I'm going to say this wrong. Hey, Mexican women. I'm like, okay, now we're talking. Now we're going to have a show. I love it, man. Brad, well done, buddy. All right. Excuse me. Well, speaking of Mexico, somewhat kind of close, we got college football. Okay. Now, here's the deal. We talked about Delaware, Jacksonville State. We'll talk about that in a second. But we got a showdown in the Lone Star State. Down in the West Texas town of El Paso. We got UT El Paso here going up against Sam Houston. I fell in love with a Mexican girl. You ever listen to Marty Robbins?
Can't say that I have.
You need some Marty Robbins in your life now, all right? What you might not need is UTEP and Sam Houston in your life. You got like 1-5 versus 0-6. I mean, it's just brutal. Brutal. And I have no idea what to do with this game. I don't know. Like, I have no play on it. I don't want to play on it. But it's football, and it's on. So that's about all that we can say. If we have any UTEP or Sam Houston fans, let me know. Or if you hate them, like, just watch these teams regularly. But I'm telling you, the teams aren't very good. Could be a good, like, fun game. I don't know, though. I would be unbelievably careful. Matty Ice, Kenny Odom, over 48 receiving yards. Dude's a stud. There we go. Japan. Sia played Delaware -2.5. Sia is a smart man. That's why he is my legal counsel. Always, always, and forever. All right. Yeah, Delaware -3. We took them down to 2.5. Jacksonville State, like, this is a good game. Delaware's a good football team. Jacksonville State's a good football team. Jacksonville State runs the football a lot. So they could score for sure. That 57.5, though, could be a lot. This could be a lot of points. Got the favorite on the road. Delaware going down to Jacksonville State. I mean, it's just a weird-ass game. It's just what it is.
Yeah. I mean, if it turns out like that North Texas game, which had 0 defense, it was like up, back, up, back. Some of those, like, if it starts and you see it like that, it won't stop.
It won't stop. I know. Like, dude, in this game, UTEP and Sam Houston, let me tell you, it's rare that I don't have anything to say. I got nothing. This game is between two teams that stink. However, there can be fun when two teams are not very good because, again, all you need is equal balance and you can get a good game. I don't know, though. I think I'd rather just listen to Marty Robbins albums. All right. That's been Marty Robbins talk. All right, let's hit the picks one more time. We'll get out of here. We'll be live today at 3 p.m. Eastern. Real quick. Sorry. Karen had a question. And Karen, good to see you. How you doing? How will Holland do this weekend after his amazing game last week?
You know, that's a great question, Karen. And I'm going to have a great answer for you and everybody on Friday when we produce the Anytime Goal Scorer list, which we've been absolutely smashing, AB. So come on, Karen. We want to see a good Karen on Friday at the Anytime Goal Scorer list. Come on. Shout out Karens. They get bad reps, but they're good people.
Karens are great. And reading between the lines, that tells me we're going to be go ahead betting on Haaland either to score a point or a goal.
Erling Haaland. I mean, it goes all. Come on, yes.
I was going to say, yeah, that sounds like a pretty positive on betting that one. That guy looks like European soccer. He looks like if you had to put a body in a face, that's what I would imagine. Keep going. What are you going to say?
Yeah, I just say it looks like he just created a player. Like you went on to FIFA and you're like, what's selected nation? Norwegian? Oh, yeah. Give him some of this insanely long hair. Make him 6'5". Make him huge. Make him super fast and strong. He's literally a creative player.
Yeah, he is. And I love that when they created the player, like they gave him the Brad from Home Improvement 90s haircut, the ponytail that shaved under. Have you seen him lately in real life?
Yes.
He ain't doing good. I follow this page on YouTube. It's called Lockdown 23-1. Surprising. It's about prison and stuff. And he's been to jail with like 9 DUIs. Not good. All right, that's been legal talk here. All right, Brad, one more time. Hit your picks, man. What do you got?
Yeah, we got I already forgot his song. I was gonna do the song for
Kylian Mbappe.
So many songs in my head from the last couple weeks. Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. Anytime goal scorer. That's Sunday at 2 p.m. Central Time. So it's the afternoon on Sunday. So you're gonna be waiting all weekend, but good things come to those who wait. Kylian Mbappe.
Kylian Mbappe.
And that's in Spain for Real Madrid.
Beautiful work. Thank you, sir. I'm on the Mariners team total over 3.5. Cal Raleigh over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs there at -105. And then Delaware. Now, Matty Ice says that he is on Jacksonville State tonight. And I get it. This is a good game. These are two teams, that we're not going to be talking about, for the college football playoff. But they're not bad. Brett, who are the Titans going to hire?
Oh, God, who wants the job? Honestly, I feel bad for whoever comes in. They're just not coming into an amazing situation. What we fired all our GM, our coach, and whoever, all at different times. So that's the definition of a very well-run franchise. So good luck to whoever decides to take that job. They forced to take him.
Yeah, I mean, heaven forbid, Mike Vrabel, all he wanted to do was, have a say in the GM position.
Every Titans fan is so frustrated.
Well, let me tell you this. Guess what? So today at 3 p.m. Eastern, we're going to break down week 7 of the NFL. And guess what? The Patriots play the Titans this week. Mike Vrabel's coming back to Nashville. Not good. And
don't think he wasn't fired purposefully before this game.
He was 100% fired before this game.
Every Titans fan's like, yeah, we know.
Oh, we know what's coming. And let me tell you, it's deserved. And Mike Vrabel is not a man who speaks quietly. I would be all over Drake May props this week. And I love the Titans. I love them. I worked for them. I love that organization. It's insane, but I love them. Right? Like they gave me a chance, and I'll always be very respectful to them. Always. But this ain't going to be a good week.
Yeah, this week's personal.
Yes. This week is very personal. Roger, I wouldn't put it past Titans fans rooting for Vrabel this week. I like Mike Vrabel. I'm just going to tell you, I like Mike Vrabel. Whatever he does, there's a part of me that gets it. Because he tried amidst the chaos. The man was trying to organize it, and people weren't smart.
Doing great. He's doing great.
It's fallen now. Like 4 years ago, the Titans were in an AFC championship and almost won.
Yeah.
Memories. You know, when I worked there, it was the 1-15 year with Ken Wisenhunt. Yeah. Got a lot of insight on that. Ken Wisenhunt had files on like employees of like, is anybody a spy for another team? I'm not kidding. The insanity that goes on at some of these teams, like you're talking about people who love control. Like you are dealing with the alphas of the world of control, you know? And I get it. You got a lot of moving parts. It's a very difficult job. But yeah, he had files on the mascot. Nobody was spying. We're good. He ended up marrying, or Zach Mettenberger ended up marrying his daughter. That was his coach. And then they coached together. Weird, right? Yeah. Mettenberger's cool. Mettenberger's real cool. Dude, Mettenberger's he's a dude. He's a dude.
Yeah, he was one of those quarterbacks who was out on the town when he was a quarterback.
Oh yeah, he got punched for that.
Yeah.
Bama fans. They didn't care about the NFL. That's what the SEC right there. They didn't give a damn about the NFL. He played at LSU.
Like, doesn't this guy got a game tomorrow? Isn't this the Titans quarterback?
Yeah, and the tough part is that he got sucker punched at a bar called Losers, which is a great bar. Losers is one of the best bars in Nashville. Every country music video that you see, it's filmed at Losers. Whiskey Jam is at Losers. Like, it's the funniest name because there's another bar that they own beside it called Winners, right in Midtown. Oh, man. Irish King said, Blue Jays, they're not winning in Seattle with that crowd ballpark. It's a sweep, my boy. It might be. Like, hey, if Seattle wins today, it's OV, man. You go down 3-0 on the road, curtains. Like, then so we do need to talk about that. Like, if Seattle wins, then we're facing a closeout game. And then you can mess around with your starting pitching. Now, some teams and some coaches and some pitchers, it's a cardinal sin to do that, right? Like we stay organized. When it's your turn to throw, you throw. Nobody's throwing early, nobody's throwing late. And I would probably fall in that category. I subscribe to that. However, if you are adaptable with your pitching staff, and again, we're just saying the hypothetical, if Seattle goes up, then we have to immediately start changing the way that we approach. Because when you reach a closeout, especially when you're up 3-0, you play differently. You just throw strikes. You know what I mean? You throw strikes because you get the ball over the plate. And you say, if baseball is a game where 3 out of 10 gets me in the Hall of Fame, that means 7 out of 10 at bats, the game's against you. So you're facing the uphill battle of coming back. You're not only playing against me, you're playing against the game of baseball because the odds are heavily against you. So when you have a team that's in a closeout, especially when they're up 3-0, they have to lose 4 straight games to lose that series, and they only have to win 1. So they have 4 games to win 1 game, right? So it will change the way. So that's what we have to pay attention to, and we have to pay attention to it in the NLCS because it's a travel day today, but the Dodgers are up 2-0, and they won both on the road. Now you're going back to Los Angeles with them up 2-0. Things change in a hurry when you get closeout games. So pay attention there. Some great great thoughts and comments in the chat in regards to that. And Irish, I appreciate you big time. Like, that's what I said. Like, these, your comments, thoughts, man, they spark conversations, and that's exactly it. So we have to pay attention. We're not there yet. And everything that I just laid out, you can erase off the board if the Blue Jays win tonight. Now, does it change the fact that the Mariners are still up 2-1 in the series and at home? But just win one. That's it. You can't win the series. If you're the Dodgers, or I'm sorry, if you're the Brewers, if you're the Blue Jays, my God, I'm going through every day. If you're the Blue Jays, you can't come back and win 2 games tonight and even the series. Can't do it. Get it out of your head. We need to focus, drill down, 1 at bat at a time, 1 inning at a time, 1 game at a time. Just be yourselves, fellas. Get up and hit. Don't do anything stupid. But, man, the problem with being down in a series, though, is that baseball is a sport where the greatest of all time are 3 out of 10. The greatest of all time. Most on average are 1.9 out of 10. So you're playing against the game too. So you're actually playing against 2 opponents, if that kind of makes sense. So the only way out is swinging the bat. You could do it by, trying to win a 1-0 game. Good luck. You go out and put up 7 runs. You help yourself. You also have to worry about bullpens now, too. Yamamoto, not only the Dodgers winning games 1 and 2, but Yamamoto going 9 full innings. The Dodgers get a win on the road and didn't even have to use their bullpen. Dude, you just going to give the series to, you know what I mean? Like, that's the mindset, right? Like, if I was the manager, I'd be saying, fellas, we got to change it up. I wouldn't be surprised to see the lineup change. Moving people around. Anything you could do to just get on base. You know what I mean? That's the mindset. So, anyways, all right. We'll be live today at 3 p.m. Eastern. The Howie Schwab crew play of the day. Like we said, 1 baseball game, 4 options. Where are you going? Blue Jays money line, Mariners on the money line. You going over 7, or are you going under 7? And you have selected the Mariners on the money line, 43%. Second place, Blue Jays, 29%. Third, the over 7, 22%. Fourth, the under at 5%. And Brad, I believe you said you like the over in this game, right?
I did. I do.
I do. I bet. All right. We'll be live today at 3 p.m. Eastern. Break down more baseball. And we're going to go through week 7 of the NFL. So coming out, even if you just want to talk some football, come on. We're going to talk about it. We talk about betting, but on the show, we talk about more than just betting too. So if you're not into betting, it's fine, man. Come break down, come hang out, talk ball. We'll do it for sure. Okay. Brad, well done. As always, thank you, sir. Thank you to everybody in the crew. Again, we'll be live 3 p.m. Eastern today for Driving the Nightline. But until then, everybody, best of luck. Let's cash these tickets, and we'll see you this afternoon. Thanks. Who's got it better than us?